How you doing, YouTube? Man, headphones are weird. How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews back with yet another review. Hopefully everything's working. Looks like my microphone is working. Looks like the stream is working. I think everything's actually working. For a little bit of beer mail unboxing and hangs. I had to do a beer mail unboxing because I have a box of beer that needs unboxing. See how that works? It's called science, kids. Stay in school. Anyway, this has been a beer mail that's been a long time coming, both literally and figuratively. So this comes courtesy of my boy Thomas Opet from the Netherlands. There is one little twist there that there's actually a beer in here from Douglas from the Netherlands also, from Beer Reviews with Douglas. So he tossed a beer in here. And the impetus for all this, let's put it this way. So the impetus for this beer mail is that me and the guys from Nerd Sense, Sean and Mike from Nerd Sense, kind of put together a box of beer that we sent off to Thomas in the Netherlands, I don't know, 6 months ago maybe or something like that, give or take. And we filled up a box, we sent it to him, and he's like, oh, that's awesome, dude. And he's like, I will reciprocate. So he did reciprocate in kind. And the way we actually sent him a box was I packed up a bunch of beers for him and actually Remy from Beer Geek Holland. And ended up sending off that to the guys from Nerd Sense. They packed it all up together and then shot it over to Netherlands, where it went to Thomas, and then the additional beers went to Remy, and that kind of round robin, I guess you'd say. And it's kind of the same here. Douglas and Thomas put together some beers, threw them in a box under the Nerd Sense guys, and there were some of them in there for me. They repacked those beers and put them in here, and now I have beer coming my way. So let's do this. We might get some guests pop in. From, like I said, it's going to turn into a hangs. So we'll see what's going to happen here. First off, we have beers with Douglas. There he is. There's the man right now chiming in. He's got a little stake in this game. And then we have Beer Met Menno saying hello. Hello, Devil Horns. So I think let's see what we got going on here. I assume this might be Hop Butcher boxing. It looks like a Hop Butcher box. Let's put it that way. If that's the case, then there's going to be a pack shipper in here and all kinds of fun stuff. So we'll see what's going on. Anyway, come on. There we go. It is, but it's modified. Hop Butcher jams. So let's do this. Let's just clear a little space over here. You guys want to be able to see my beautiful face. And then, okay. First off, there's a note. I assume this is from none other than, what is this? Did he take a bite out of it? Let's find out. Here we go. Hey, Sean, Mike, and Matt. Took a while to send this box off, but here it is. As you can see, all beers in this box are double, meaning you guys and Matt all get the same beers. Plus, without mystery beers, one each. Okay. Beers with Douglas on YouTube. Douglas, it looked like Sean and Mike might have chewed on this for fun, so it might be a little bit hard for me to read some of this. The contributors beer mail send you the big bottle and the Moors Level, black and yellow. He has requested for those beers. I'll send you a message about that in the messenger. I think it's we're going to do like a kind of a joint review on that. I think that's what that means. The IPAs are both local to me, but not as fresh as I had hoped. Sorry about that. Hope you guys enjoy the brews, Thomas. So there you go. I got some kind of psychopath. Maybe Mike got hungry at one point and wanted to chew on the beers. I don't know. Or chew on the paper. So we got a big bottle in here. Like I said, I believe this is the one from Doug. I want to say Doug. My brother's name's Doug. Hopefully he doesn't get offended by it. This is Hansens Artesial Oud Creek. It's fresh Irish cherries macerated in young lambic and oak barrels with fermentation in the bottle. It's a 2019 bottle. Oh, no, wait. 2017 bottle from January, the second week of January 2017. You're talking about, almost, I mean, it is literally over at this point, 4 years old. That's pretty cool. I love me some Creek. I've seen this bottle before. I don't know if we get this in the States. I believe we do. But I've never had this. At least I've never had it on my own. I might have had it at a bottle share or something like that, but that's very cool, Douglas. I can't wait to actually drink that along with you. I assume that's one of the beers we'll be doing together. The rest of these are other beers. So we got some mystery beers here. Okay. This is a Nerd Sense mystery beer. I was thinking this might happen. I think Sean from Nerd Sense threw a couple extra beers in here just to make it worthwhile. So we got a little bit of Nerd Sense mystery beers. I'm going to have to talk to Sean and Mike to let me know if we're going to be doing this together. Or is this just something I do on my own? I do not know. And another one, little Nerd Sense jammer, stealing the Netherlands thunder here. And then this is the Dutch mystery beer. I won't look at the bottom quite yet. Let's see. And I love the handwriting. Yeah, it looks like a serial killer level stuff. I'm excited about it. We got price tags on these. 1050 euro for this one can of beer. That's kind of pricey. This is that Dormorslucht. It's a blend of cognac barrel aged imperial style, aged for 12 months. 40% alcohol by volume. I wonder. That's funny because this is the barcode that you would scan is actually this barcode. So I'm wondering. I don't think this barcode would scan because it has to be opposite of that. But I dig it. I can get down with it. I mean, cognac barrel is one of my favorite. This is the brewery I believe that Tomas was talking about, saying that it's one of his kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Love-hate relationship with the brewer. So we'll see what's what. Oh man, we're gonna have to do. Comments are going crazy. I have to dive into comments before I get too far behind. Anyway, Devore chiming in, saying what's going on. Cheers, Matt. Cheers, Devore. Got a little bit of Mark Van Zeeland saying, hey, what's going on, homie? Beers Douglas saying Doug is fine, Matt. And Beer Mitmel chiming in saying nice. Thomas is stoked for all this. You're welcome, Matt. Hope you enjoy them. I will. I can't wait to hang out and drink that lambic or the Creek. I'm sorry, with you. Cheers, Matt. You didn't join the other boys for the Extreme Beer Fest, I assume. No, they didn't tell me they were doing that, so I didn't order the beers because I don't know, they don't like me or something, so they kept me out of the loop. No. I actually toyed with buying that box just because it seemed like a reasonably priced thing, so I just didn't do it. Hansen's looking forward to your review. Hoffman saying, yeah, homie, what's going on, brother? Tomas and I forgot to get rid of the price tag. How stupid are we? No, it's okay. I don't give a shit. Let's see. This is Bax Beer Brewery, Strenuously Playful, 415. I believe this is an IPA, New England style double IPA, yes. Story time in English, mind you, because these guys are where are they located? It doesn't say. Anyway, it says here, time to hop on the bandwagon, a brand new series of big fat IPAs that couldn't start without 001 because, well, we're not the first to jump on the hype train. The Hazeltown, Jesus Christ. 415 is loaded with Galaxy, Enigma, and Belma hops for big hopes. Notes, man. The lettering's throwing me off. I'm sorry for being this bad at reading shit. Right, reading is fundamental. Anyway, of yellow fruit, citrus, white grape, dankness, and smooth, lingering bitterness. This reminds me of something like Hubba Bubba Bubblegum or something along those lines. I do not know. Okay, so Thomas is saying this one is actually from Douglas too. So these two are from Douglas. Did he write on here, Douglas? He didn't write on there, some bitch. God damn it. Fuck it up, Thomas, all the time. Let's see. Hoffman saying from Australia, Exceptional Grogs. I know who you are, brother. More Slatter across the channel. Awesome. Okay, that's that. This sucker right here, right? No, yes. Oh man, that looks like some He-Man shit going on right there. And another one from these guys is the Russian Imperial Stout with smoked and peated malt. Man, I might have to Oh no, wait. This the Morslater is both. Are they both of these from Douglas? These two, right? Because if they are, then I believe the prerequisite is for me to share these with Keith. And if that's the case, then he will love this because it's a bittering hop for or a bittering stout with smokiness and peatiness, which is kind of yeah, that's kind of Keith's jam. Maybe got a little bit the more I'm gonna butcher it. I'm gonna say it 19 different ways. The same brewery as those other two. Let's put it that way. And this is an imperial coffee stout with coffee from Coffee Clip in Denmark. So we'll see what's what. So I don't assume those are all from Douglas. They're probably just a mix between Thomas and Douglas. And this is Flume Craft Brewing. Flume, it's a double IPA. Any double IPA, 8%. And then it's a Spunkergourd, a name that would imply something hard as nails, as our artwork uses hard denim fabric to create soft lines. So did we use a lot of oats to create something soft, a juicy IPA with loads of orange and ripe tropical fruits, gooseberry, and grape. Don't let the can art fool you. Might look tough, but it's soothing to the max. I've never, ever once associated denim with hardness. I don't know. That's some weird European shit going on right there. Okay. So that is the complete box. I'm going to save that note because that goes on a special place with all my beer notes. I keep most of my beer notes. I don't know if you guys know that. It's kind of a weird thing. You know, when your girlfriend would take the box of all the notes from the date she was on. Yeah, I'm kind of weird like that. Anyway, so just to recap here, Black and Yellow and the Hassens came from me, Matt. Okay, so which one's the Hassens again? Is this the Hassens? No, this is the Hassens right here. Okay, so this one here and that one. These two are from Douglas over here. Getting off screen on this stuff. The rest is from my man, Tomas. Both are my man. They're my men. That's what they are. Look at that shit. I love, and we got the No Hype beer reviews, or not No Hype, the Nerd Sense beer reviews, mystery beers in there too, which is kind of an extra bonus pack. So I'm kind of digging the shit out of that right now. That's a nice little haul. A lot of stuff that I probably never have the chance to try, that those sons of bitches will give me the opportunity to. And then probably 2 beers. This is probably like a hard seltzer, and that's probably like coconut water or some shit, because the guy's from Nerd Sense and probably trying to fuck with me in some form or fashion. Yeah, that's fun. It's gonna be fun doing these beers with you guys, especially the ones that we're gonna do jointly, and that'll be pretty fun. And like I said, the Nerd Sense guys have some doubles, so I assume we're probably gonna do some joint reviews together. Maybe we'll see what's what. Yeah, there you go. Those little unboxing of the books. Now we're gonna hang out. So there you go. Fanfare. I can't wait to drink this. I can't tell you how excited I am to drink that fucking 4-year-old fucking Creek. I love Creek. It has to be a certain way, but if it hits me the right way, Daddy's a happy camper. So anyway, look at that. Anyway, let's go through the comments real quick until we jump into the whole chat thing. Black and Yellow was from Douglas. And then he reiterates, the only 2 beers from Douglas are the Hansens and the Black and Yellow. I know, brother. Relax. I know the other ones were from you. You get the proper credit. They all come from Douglas. Thomas didn't send me anything. What a piece of shit. That sucks. Little horns. Got Lee, the King of Beer Tube, chiming in. Ooh, exotic beers from Tomatoes a la carte. Oh, man. Back's beer is 20 miles from me. Mark Van Zeeland. Nice. Thomas does Morstelot. Morstelel. There we go. I got it. I don't think they sell to the States. Morstelel. Nice box. This Morstelel. Oh, they have people who love that fucking place. Okay, here. Kyle Johnson chiming in. Who you got? Chiefs or Bucks? Chiefs. Not even close. Not even close. I mean, the Bucks, they have probably one of the best offenses in the NFL. If you think about it, they have two number one receivers on both Godwin and Evans. They have two number one running backs and both Jones and Fournette. They have two number one tight ends and Gronk and Brate. They have a great offensive line. They have a really great defense, but the Chiefs are too much. And to honestly, and I know that people might there are people going to think I'm being silly, but I'm dead serious. Tom Brady's like a mediocre quarterback. He's like always been he's been a system quarterback. Like I've always likened him to Robert Horry from the NBA. Robert Horry he's been an integral cog in so many winning championships. He has 7 rings. And he's led a lot of stats and numbers in the playoffs. And he's done really well for himself because he's been on very talented teams and has been that integral cog that bring that all together. And that's kind of what Tom Brady is. He was a system quarterback that worked really well with Belichick and what they did out there. Coming to I don't know why people don't talk about it that much, but he literally went to the most talented team in the NFL with the most talent on it. So it was pretty easy for someone to kind of lead them there. So I just don't think he has enough in the tank at the level that Mahomes is at, which is like stratosphere, better than he was even at his prime, which he's not even close to being anymore. And I don't think it's going to be close. I don't know, 48-27 maybe, somewhere right around there, 48-27. Mahomes probably 400, 3 touchdowns, 400 yards, 3 to 4 touchdowns. Chiefs scored a defensive touchdown off a pick six, probably from Brady. Brady probably, I don't know, 200 some odd yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. That's my guess. MVP, probably Kelsey. Just because they're going to want to give it to somebody else besides Mahomes. And that's pretty much it. It'll be over by probably about the early third quarter. And the worst part about it is a lot of the Bucs fans will be like, "Oh, Tom Brady, that he can bring them back." You know what I mean? Like the team came back against the Falcons, but it's not the Falcons, and it's not Patrick Mahomes. I mean, it's fucking Patrick Mahomes. It's the dude's got a cheat code. You know what I mean? Way better than everybody else. So there you go. Tom Sue saying, "Boo, Chiefs." Well, yeah, it sucks that they're that good and they're so much better. It is what it is. Beerstagram, cheers, peeps. Night. Mark saying wrench. There you go. Night, Peter, and haha. So there we go. So we'll see if somebody joins. I don't know if somebody's going to join. I think the other guys are doing a live stream. I did not know they were doing it. People said, let's see what they're going on here. The best part is I am actually on. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Anyway. Let's see. Bucks only lost to the Chiefs by 3 in regular season. So, what does that have to do with anything? Raiders beat the Chiefs. So that means the Raiders should be in the Super Bowl, right? I don't know what else you want to say to that. That doesn't work. That kind of association thing, you know what I mean, doesn't really work in the NFL. If you were, you put it this way, like it's like the Chiefs. So the Bucks have a more talented team across the board, but if you're going to rank the best players, like the number one best player in the field is going to be Mahomes. It's not even arguable. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not even funny. The next is Kelsey by a mile, too. No one's close. Tyreek Hill is number 3. You could start to have debates here, but I would still go a couple more Chiefs down the line. You know what I mean? I'd probably go, the next talented person down the line. Maybe we could go the defensive player Jones, and then maybe Tyrann Mathieu. Then we start to get to some of the Bucks players. You know what I mean? Probably the best, most talented Bucks player. I don't know. probably Evans. And then maybe Evans, Godwin, that middle linebacker, that rookie middle linebacker, he's probably about there. But it's like even though they have a more talented team, it's not even yeah. No, I'm not underestimating the Bucks D. That's the thing. I'm not underestimating the Bucks D. I'm just saying I think you're underestimating the Chiefs offense and how good Patrick Mahomes is, like, and how overrated Tom Brady is. Like, I understand like the defense is great, but the Bucks will have to score 35 points to win. That's it. He will. They will. I don't think they can. I think the Bucks are going to score. I think the Chiefs are going to score 35 points. I don't think the Bucks can score 35 points. That's it. That's the end of the conversation. You know what I mean? Like, and even like that's against like some of the better D's in the league, the Chiefs. I mean, you're underestimating like coaching wise, you know what I mean? Like Andy Reid, you know what I mean? Like he's going to be infinitely well prepared for the game. The only thing that's worrisome is the only thing worrisome is the offensive line of the Chiefs because they had some injuries, but they're plug and play at this point. They just next man up kind of shit. You know what I mean? And it works. Like, you know what I mean? Like they have some cast offs and castaways in their offensive line, but they've been there. A couple of them already went through the Super Bowl last year, so it's not like they didn't do well. And they played pretty poopily. Let's put it this way. You're saying I'm underestimating the Bucks defense. Are you going to tell me right now that the Bucks defense today is better than the Niners defense last year? It's not even close. The Niners defense last year is infinitely better. And if anything, the Chiefs offense at minimum is just as good, if not better. You know what I mean? Like it's that it doesn't compute. I just don't know, man. Let's see. Do you also beers from Yappen? Do you also I think he's joking. He's making fun of Thomas. Anyway, nope, no beers from him. Just all from Douglas. And we have Roy saying, I drank the Morse Lutel Black and Yellow, and it's really good. One of the best beers I've ever had. The Morse Lutel Double Roast is also very good, but not even close to the Black and Yellow one. Okay, very cool. I'm going to look forward to it. Let's see here. Will saying Matty D in the house. That'd be me, but with one T. Second rap. What's the best beer to chug during a sporting event, and why is it High Life? It's called Jenny Double Dry Hopped Cream Ale. That's what it's called. It used to be High Life. It was until this magnificent bastard came on the scene. Now this is now the chugger of choice. This is it. This is the nectar of the gods that not only drinks epically fantastic, is just as cheap. If not cheaper. It's actually, it might be cheaper. It's fucking $9.50 a fucking 12. See what? Anyway, it says Tom Slew, I love the Browns, my team, and we held the Chiefs to 19 points in the first half, and our D is not great. Did you win? No, you did not. So it is what it is. So I understand. Do you know what I mean? Like you have probably this thing against the Chiefs. You're bummed. You hate the Chiefs because they beat you and they're in the division. You don't like them. There's something about them that pisses you off. I don't know what it is. I'm just looking at it from I don't know. If I had go back to my original analogy, I think if you put Tom Brady has way more in common with Robert Horry than he does Michael Jordan. So let's take Tom Brady out and say, if you had to bet, or let me phrase that again. Tom Brady has more to do with Robert Horry than Michael Jordan. Patrick Mahomes has infinitely more similarities and to do with Michael Jordan than about anybody else in the NFL. So let's strip that and let's talk basketball. If you had a one-on-one game against fucking Robert Horry and Michael Jordan. Who do you take? You take Michael Jordan. And yeah, I'm taking Michael Jordan against Robert Horry in this match here. Yeah, so here. Yeah, Focus on Beer says the Bucks have to come out hot to have a shot. If Mahomes goes up multiple scores, it'll be hard to catch them. Well, here's the thing. And this is, I heard this on a podcast today, so it's not original to me, but you almost have to treat, when you play the Chiefs, you have to treat punts like turnovers. And basically, the Bucks have 3 turnovers and punts. Like, they can only punt like twice in a game and get 1 turnover, have 1 turnover. If they have anything more than that, there's no way in hell they fucking win. So you think about it, they're only on Tom Brady's good for a pick, if not a pick 6, every fucking game. Like, I don't think people realize how many fucking pick 6s he's thrown this year. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like, he's good for a minimum of a pick, if not a pick 6. So you're already giving him 1 turnover. That's a given. He's going to fumble the ball. He's going to throw an interception. It's going to happen. So you're telling me they're only going to punt twice in a game? That's not possible, man. The math doesn't add up. I shouldn't say it's not possible. Anything is possible. Listen, Brady's won a third of the or 2/3 of the Super Bowls he's been in. So you know what I mean? The guy can win games, obviously, but and he's a good like he's a good field commander kind of guy. He's not the most talented guy. He's not the best quarterback that ever lived, but he's really good at running a team and helping them succeed. But he's just getting a little too careless with the ball in his old age, and I think. For how much talent he has around him, I don't think his mediocre talents can help them win the game. That's my 2 cents. Let's see. High Life is too bubbly. I need to get some of that cream ale. I love High Life. High Life is fantastic. It's my go-to chugger until this shit came around, because cream ale in general is great. Like, cream ale is like my 1A, 1B when it came to like High Life cream ale, but the dry hopped one is bonkers. So bonkers. It's not even funny. What is the shittiest cheap beer? Might be PBR. No, dude. No, PBR is that bad. I'm not saying it's good, but I've had way worse than PBR. Man, what's the worst cheap beer? So it's not Coors Light, because that doesn't taste like anything. So it's like water. So that's fine. There's nothing offensive about it. What's the worst cheap beer? Man, there's some good ones out there, though. I mean, some really good bad ones. That's what I mean. Kyle chimes in. Bush. Carling Black Label is pretty poopy, but the only reason I won't say that is my dad used to drink Carling Black Label, and I used to steal them off him when I was like a teenager. So I have this soft spot in my heart for Carling Black Label. Like, I know it's not good. I know it's shitty, but something about it makes me happy. You know what I mean? So I can't say that I hate it, because it's my childhood steel beer. So, oh man. What's that shit? I mean, there's some, people popping off good ones. Corona, I can actually fuck with Corona. You know what I mean? I don't mind Corona. Bush is pretty hot garbage. Bush Light is even more hotter garbage. Vanessa saying my uncles drank those. Dang, they were nasty. In Canada, they have something called Northern Extra Light sometimes. Oh my God. It's like formaldehyde. I can still taste it this day. That's it. Natty. I mean, Natty Ice Natty Ice is pretty bad. Milwaukee's Best Premium is really bad too. Man, I'm thinking of like, what was the one? God, I can't believe I can't remember all these shitty beers. I don't know. Those are all horrific. But some of the best, like I said, Miller High Life is probably my go-to. Like I'll drink Miller High Life all the time. I always keep my fridge. I don't have any right now because I have these. I also exclusively have High Life in my fridge almost all the time. It's because it's the best. Let's get back to some football comments because this is totally not a football stream. Yeah, listen, he's like, I'll get back to you after the game, Tom. Of course, I could be fucking wrong. I'm not saying I can't be wrong, but I'm also saying rooting for Brady is wrong. So if you're rooting for Brady, then you're wrong. That's all I can say. Matt Matoyer says, I agree the Chiefs should win, but I think Tom Brady deserves better than a Robert Horry comp. He doesn't, dude. He doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't. Why? Let's put it this way. This is a false statement. Tom Brady is the best quarterback that ever lived. That is a false statement because he's not. He's the most winningest quarterback or even the most successful quarterback that has ever lived. Those are factual statements. As far as the best quarterback, the most talented, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't call Robert Horry the best basketball player that ever lived. I call him one of the most winningest basketball players that ever lived. Tom Brady was in a division that was so horrifically bad. He was guaranteed not just access to the playoffs every year, but also a first round bye because he had to contest against Buffalo, the Jets, and my Miami Dolphins, who were hotter than hot garbage 99% of the time. Anytime any of those teams were halfway mediocre, the Patriots lost. The one year that the Dolphins had a 10-6 or 11-6 record, I think it was 2008 maybe or some bullshit like that. They didn't make the playoffs. The Jets beat them in the playoffs with Mark fucking Sanchez and fucking Rex Ryan. Like one of the shittiest quarterbacks, one of the shittiest coaches in the history of mankind. But it just so happened the team was halfway mediocrely talented. So they won with Matt Castle. Do you know what I mean? And that's not a testament to even Belichick. That's just a testament to how bad the AFC East was. So, you get yourself in the game. It's like the NCAA tournament. If you get in the game, if you get in the bracket, you have a chance. And they were always given the chance. That's why he was so successful. And that's it. Like, it's facts. Like, if you were to talk... if you listen to talk radio and they talk about Tom Brady, they're going to gush over him. They're going to talk about how great he is and how amazing he is and blah, 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 because they have to. They can't call him shit because then they'll lose ratings and people will argue. But if you were to sit down and actually talk off the record to these people, they were going, yeah, he's not really that good. And we just have to say that shit on the air. It's just not. And then if you combine all of that with the cheating, because the Patriots cheated all the time. It's not even, and this isn't like me just like, they're cheaters, because there's no proof. There's little proof of several different variants of cheating in combination with, they got, it's literally known across the league that you can't touch him. You get any call he wants. Yet the odds were so stacked in their favor. It was insane. And it's one of those things where if you were to give if you were to put Robert Horry on a decent team in a division as weak as the AFC East, gave him the advantage of mass and obscene amounts of intel and cheating to give him an advantage, and then gave him all the calls, he would have 14 rings. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. I think associating him with Robert Horry is actually kind of generous. I think it's kind of like poopy against Robert Horry. That's how it is, man. Yeah, and here you go, folks. On beer, Braden throwing TDs the other team like Jameis did last year, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Natty Ice, yes. I'm enjoying. Oh, we have PWC coming up saying I'm enjoying Celebrator, or as you Euro guys in the chat, Celebrator. Finest Bavarian double Bach Eyinger. Ever had it? I love that shit. I love it. Celebrator is one of my favorite. It's it's up there. It's top 3 favorite double box I've ever had in my life. I've reviewed it probably 2 or 3 times on my channel. If you go search for Celebrator, you'll definitely find a couple of reviews. It was probably one of the first beer reviews I did, and I'll go the extra step. So starting when I met my wife, I told her about my love of Celebrator and how I love the little goat on there, talking about goats, not Tom Brady. And I called it goat. I understand it's a ram, but I was like, I always put one of these in my Christmas tree, and she's like, "Oh, you should put one on there every year. We're together." It's a joke, and I've done that ever since. So now I have like 4 Eyinger fucking danglies, little charms hanging on my Christmas tree, and every year I write a little date on it, and I put it on there. So in like 20 years, I'm gonna have 20 Celebrator goats all over my goddamn Christmas tree. O'Doul's, yeah, O'Doul's isn't classify, but I'll tell you what, there's some good non-alcoholic beers out there. Budweiser plus Michelin plus Throne. Don't know what that means. Horry isn't in the Hall of Fame. Tom Brady will be for his bout. Sure, fine, whatever. Yeah, but their statistics and what they've done lined up, it doesn't matter. You know who isn't in the Hall of Fame either? Roger Clemens and a bunch of people that deserve to. And you know who is in the Hall of Fame? A bunch of people that deserve to be, or don't deserve to be, but are. So it is what it is. Agree, Brady's not the best, but he's still really good. He's okay. I would put Tom Brady. I'm not going to sit here and say he's a shitty player, but I definitely put him in probably my top 50 quarterbacks of all time. Yeah, top 50, definitely cracked the top 50, I think. Top 25, no. But top 50, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say he's incapable of playing quarterback. That's crazy pants. But he'd definitely be like, top 50, top 50, maybe top 40. Definitely not top 25 though. Of best quarterbacks, talented physical attribute, like playing quarterback people. Like as far as the most winningest quarterback, he's like number 1. That's not indisputable. I mean, his winning percentage, if he loses this one, he wins about, for every 3 Super Bowls that he's played, he wins 2. That's pretty good. He goes 2 for 3. That's pretty good. It's better than, what most people, it is what it is. He open mouth kissed his son. Who the fuck wants to root for somebody that open mouth kisses his son, man? That's weird. Beers with Douglas Lace is out. And PWC said it's awesome, man. And sorry, I had Ace Ventura flashbacks. That's right. Lace is out. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Oh boy, oh. Let's see.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. What's his cellar look like if he could just pull, like, who knows how many tickets that they sold at this thing, but it was able to.
Anyway, so I think that's it. I think I'm going to cut this off, go play some video games. Because those guys are doing their beer fest stuff over there, so they can hang. Go over and join that chat. It's way more interesting than just me talking about how much Tom Brady sucks. Matthew Matoria say, yeah, that old mouth kissing is a bit odd. Yeah, it's not that fucking creeper. It says, ever had Gudendrak Omegang IPA, 2 versions from Cape May. I love Gudendrak. I have reviewed Gudendrak a few times. I've done their base. I've done their Barrel Age 9000. There might be one more in there. Omegang IPA. Are you talking about the Neon Rainbows? I did it at Omegang Neon Rainbows. I wasn't a big fan of that, but I really enjoy Omegang. Probably have, I don't know, 10 to 15 to 20 Omegang beer reviews on my channel. Most recently, I just found a 4-pack of 2018 Bourbon Barrel Age Adoration that was absolutely fucking fantastic. I think I reviewed that last week, maybe. And he's talking about 2 versions from Cape May. I have a bunch of Cape May beers on my channel. I couldn't tell you what, a ton of them. They used to send me beers probably about every 2 to 3 weeks, and then they stopped, which is fine. Yeah, I'm gonna say I have like 20 maybe Cape May reviews on my channel. I couldn't tell you which ones, and I really enjoy what they do. They're probably one of the better, most readily available breweries in New Jersey. And their beers are quite nice, and they are sneakily one of the best sour programs, period. I mean, their sour program is fucking bonkers good. So if you're into sour beers, definitely check them out. Tom saying, catch me here next time stirring up some shit when Brady takes it home, baby. If he does, it does. It is what it is. But you hold a firearm to my face and tell me I have to choose. I'm choosing fucking Mahomes. Not only am I choosing him, like, I'm choosing him and I'm like pretty okay with it. I'm like, yeah, I'm probably going to live. You know what I mean? That's it. You know? It is what it is. And PWC sent Omegang Nirvana. So there you go. I don't think I've had that one. I'll keep an eye out for it. So there you go. Going to cut this short. Quick little hangs. We're on for about 45 minutes. Sans the unboxing. I got to get those sons of bitches in the fridge anyway. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little hang. Hopefully you guys, if you're going to leave here, go over to, I believe it's Kyle from No Hype Beer Reviews. If you don't know who he is. Yes, it's Kyle from No Hype Beer Reviews. Go to his channel right now. Those guys are doing a live review of an Extreme Beer Fest beer. Go check them out. Go hang. Oh, dude, it's all the fun. I'm not serious. I know we're just fucking joshing each other. Go hang out with those guys, and they're super good dudes. They're gonna be drinking some fun beers, and there's a panel of 4 of them. Go check them out. Subscribe to all their channels and have a good time. So hopefully you guys enjoy some good beer tonight. Good talking to y'all too, brother. Hopefully you have a great weekend. See you next time. Cheers.